Hello, everyone on social media. How are you doing today on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube? I'm Abby and I'm your relationship mentor, and I wanted to come in today to talk with you about how you can heal your avoidant attachment style so that you can experience the kind of relationship that you would actually like to have in your life, where you feel seen and safe and accepted as you are instead of feeling stressed and overwhelmed. So if you're not familiar with the avoidant attachment style, then I definitely recommend that you go and check that out first of all. You can pause this video if you're not watching live and check that out. But in a nutshell, if you have an avoidant attachment style, you're probably in the habit of creating a sense of emotional distance in your relationships, okay? It may be that you feel overwhelmed by too much closeness, too much intimacy, by your partner's needs, and that you feel much more comfortable in that space of being self-reliant and having that independence. And this is probably a habit that you've had for a very long time. Now, independence can be great in certain circumstances and certain areas of your life, as I'm sure you know. But when it comes to our relationships, where there's a need for interdependence, that's when independence can really start to feel like a blind spot, okay? Because if you have an avoidant attachment style, that means that you're probably going to feel like you don't have all of the skills that you need in order to have the kind of relationship that you desire. It may be that you've spent some time in the past blaming your partners, and they probably have brought their stuff into this as well. But it might be that you're at a point in your journey where you're realizing that your hyper independence is not helping you to actually build the kind of relationship where you both feel connected and accepted. And in fact, the more independent that you become in your relationships, the more that that your partner might start chasing you for more connection, and the more resentments and bickering and fights that can arise, which of course is the kryptonite, the exact opposite of what it is you're looking for in your relationship. So it's time for a change, right? You're watching this today because you're ready to make a shift. And I love that for you. For me, the most powerful way that you can shift your relationship and bring more harmony and bring more safety into it is to actually start healing your avoidant attachment style. So what can you do to start on this journey of healing? I'm going to suggest the number one thing that I think you can do. It is the most crucial thing, but it's also the most difficult. And that is learning how to embrace your needs. Okay? Learning how to accept your relationship needs and your needs in general. And learning how to give yourself permission and to ask for them to be met in your relationship. Now, I hear you. You might be thinking to yourself, that's really not a big deal. I don't have that many needs. However, I want to challenge you on that, okay? Because the truth is that every person on this planet has relationship needs. We're all needy. Okay. It's just that some of us are more comfortable with our needs and some are more uncomfortable. And it makes sense that you feel uncomfortable with your needs because you probably learned at a really young age, you probably learned that your needs are not going to be consistently met. And so what happens when we grow up in an environment where our needs are not consistently met is that we learn to be hyper independent. We learn, okay, I have to meet my own needs here. And not only that, the best way to avoid being abandoned is to not have needs. I really want you to let that sink in. The best way to not be abandoned is to not have needs. And this is a strategy that serves us when we're children, when we're not able to choose the people in our lives, where we're not able to get our needs met. But as an adult, when we're in our relationships, and there's an expectation that we will meet each other's needs, at that point, your belief that your partner is incapable of meeting your needs and your belief that you don't have needs is going to create an unbalanced relationship. And you probably have noticed this already. Let me know in the comments if this resonates. But the more that you suppress your needs or repress your needs, the bigger your partner's needs become. And this is the basic principle of polarity. The ironic part here is that the more you accept your needs, the more that your partner will start to get smaller and meet you in that balanced place. So your needs are actually crucial for the relationship. And they matter, by the way. They really, really matter. So you might be listening to this and thinking, okay, Abby, I'm ready to start to embrace my needs, but I have no idea what they are, and I have no idea where to begin. Well, the first thing that I want to say to you is that it's really normal that you don't know what they are. And this goes back to that strategy as when you were a child. If you are not familiar with Mary Ainsworth's strange situation, check it out. What she found is that children who have an avoidant attachment style, they actually kind of act like secure children. They play like secure children, and from the outside, they really look fine. But inside, if you measure their cortisol levels in their urine, which is the stress hormone, their stress levels are through the roof. And so it may be that you actually are not just suppressing your feelings, but it may be that you are literally repressing them, that you don't know that you have any. So the good news is that there is a place where we can start with this. And you can start with something so simple. Okay, we're going to retrain your brain, and we're going to reconnect yourself, you with yourself, and that starts with identifying your feelings, because the way that we work out what our needs are by looking at our feelings. So what I did in my journey, when I first started my healing journey, was that I actually wrote out a list of feelings, confused, curious, apprehensive, nervous, excited, angry, etc., etc. And I also wrote out a list of needs. So the need for rest, the need for relief, the need for support, the need for reassurance, the need for play. And what I would do is every couple of times a day, I would check in with myself and say, which of these feelings am I feeling and what is the need that goes with it? What do I need? And this is what I'm going to suggest for you as well. Now, I know that this feels like kindergarten homework. So simple, but we need to start small. You cannot go from a place of being disconnected from your needs to being an emotional virtuoso overnight. So allow yourself to start with the small steps. Allow yourself to start with the small wins. and celebrate yourself as you go along. Eventually, once you get connected with yourself more, you're going to be able to bring this into your relationship. You're going to be able to start vocalizing your feelings and your needs. And this is where the whole landscape of your relationship is going to change. I know it feels scary, okay? I know that vocalizing your needs is probably going to be messy. And I encourage you actually to embrace the mess as you start to inhabit your voice more, your space more, your needs more. You're going to be clumsy. We're always clumsy when we learn a new skill. But you will be amazed by the transformation that will happen if you commit to shifting your avoidant attachment style with this really simple, not easy, but simple technique. Okay, now if you want some support with this, particularly with bringing it into your relationship, which can feel really scary and vulnerable, then I encourage you to reach out to me today, because I am offering a free coaching session for 10 couples in the community. So this is my gift to you. It's free of charge. There's no sales pitch at the end. It is just a gift. And you can claim that by getting in touch with me in the comments or by sending me a direct message. And these slots are going to be available until the 29th of July, which is my dad's birthday. And I think that we may have 2 or 3 slots already gone. So you will want to grab them while you can. I want to end by saying that you really deserve to have a relationship that feels safe for you. And you really deserve to have your feelings and your needs be equally as important as your partner's. And you have so much to look forward to if you're willing to be brave and make a shift. So as always, I am sending my love to you. Let me know if you have any questions. You can pop them in the comments below and I can answer them in a future video. I hope you're having the best day that's available to you, and I am sending so much love your way. I will talk with you really, really soon, and take care, everyone. Bye. Mwah.